While the crowd waited for the evening performance, they perused the dozens of booths in the display area, with supplements, clothing, and much more. The night show picked up where the prejudging left off with a sold-out house. Now to the exciting evening performance, featuring the top 5 placers in each division. Now to the bantamweight competition.
Sports, and I got involved by walking into Gold's Gym in Tyler, Texas. I saw the then reigning Mr. Texas of a 1985 John Lowen, and he left a very good impression on me about working out and how it made him feel. Just not the bodybuilding, just how it made him feel. And I started competing in bodybuilding. It was kind of like the icing on the cake. You know, I grew the cake when the bodybuilder and the icing was from competition. It was a good experience this year. I trained a lot better for this show than I did last year at the USA. I also brought my weight down. Last year I competed as a lightweight. This year I came in about 8 pounds lighter, 10 pounds lighter to dropping the bantam weight. A little bit tighter, helped my symmetry a little bit. So I'm a lot more pleased this year than I was last year. I teach second and third grade elementary in Fresno Unified School District. When I first got into the classroom, I'm pretty new teacher. This is my third year, and they used to think I was a wrestler. That's what they saw me and they thought muscles, they thought wrestling, and then little by little, kind of got used to what bodybuilding was all about, because part of what I do in the classroom that kind of integrates in both is I have to eat a lot. I have to eat 7 times a day. I try to, and you don't get that many breaks during school. So try to hit it in between. Sometimes we have snack breaks and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun. They ask me all the time if I take drugs or not, and I tell them that I don't, which I don't. And with all the athletes that they have now these days, you know, with role models that you see on TV, I think it's a real important issue for them to stress.
keep cycling. That way?
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Now, the placings. In 5th place, Ron Kaluuya. Taking 4th, Chris Duran. In 3rd place, Scott Griffin. Capturing 2nd, Ping Letbong. And in 1st, Gajal Miku. Now to the lightweight competition.
I'm a driver, engineer, paramedic, which I drive the fire engine and I'm a paramedic. Wherever we go, I have a cooler full of food, and it's prepared the day before I get on my 24-hour tour of duty. And wherever we go, if we happen to be on a fire, I've been made fun of for eating while we're on a fire. I put a lot of people through a lot of rigorous times. My family, my girlfriend Amy, my kids, my parents, excuse me, have been extremely understanding, and because they know how pressed I am for time, and all this did was basically take more time away from them. They tied up all the loose ends. add some size and thickness like everybody else, but just keep my sights focused, and I think my genetics and my training will take me back. I got started out by seeing a competition back in 1985 in New Hampshire's, and ever since then I've been hooked on bodybuilding. Hardest part is able to make other people understand what you have to go through, I feel. They're not in your shoes, they don't go through the diet or whatnot. I feel it's very hard for other people to understand what you're going through. So I find that kind of hard sometimes.
how they placed. Securing fifth, Chris George. In fourth place, Bill Loomis. Seizing third, Dan Hester. In second place, Mercury Claiborne. And storming the lightweight class, Joe Tricoli. Now to the middleweight competition.
Chance to play college ball. Derek's been playing. I kind of found out my 5'6" height wasn't too good in that league, so I was looking for another venture. I needed another hobby to be around crowds and everything, so I got into bodybuilding. And it was a one-man sport. It just really turned me on. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have anything. It just brought out in me. If I lost, I lost. If I won, I deserve all the glory. So after that, I just went with it from there. The stage is definitely the part I like. I really, tell you the truth, I'm not one of those people who like just being in the gym too much. I just want to get in and get out. I don't really like the camaraderie in the gym. I train by myself, and I'm not one of those gym guys. I just like the stage part, and I like the way my body looks. It gives me a certain confidence about myself. I used to be a shy person until I got into bodybuilding. It just makes me a little bit more noticeable now. You're a champion because you have drive from your heart, not because you take drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's my firm belief. You know, people can pop drugs, and it's evident with a whole bunch of people. They just don't have the discipline and desire to train, you know. So I can't look at someone and say, oh, you're taking drugs, whatever, because if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. You know, you have a choice. If it was that much of a problem, I don't think that it would be allowed in the sport. But since it's allowed in the sport, you know, no one's really making a big stink about it, then you kind of have to, you know, go with the flow. And like I said, if you like it, do it. If not,
And now the placings. Snagging fifth, Frank Burgott. In fourth place, Mike McIsaac. Laying claim to third, Todd Cummins. In second place, Randy Samuels. And in first place, Jimmy Wilson. Now the light heavyweight competition.
Nationals in Pittsburgh as a heavyweight, and I placed 10th. And I've been a heavyweight since 1982 when I started competing. And ever since then, I've always heard drop down, drop down, drop down. I've always been so stubborn and stuck with being big that I wouldn't drop down, lose the weight. So this year I did a lot of aerobics, you know, almost an hour and a half on the treadmill, hours on the bikes, you name it, stairs, everything. At least no less than an hour a day. You know, I cut my calories way back and it paid off. You know, I just barely made the weight, but, you know, I know if I just get a little sharper, it's just a matter of time.
which I was a junior, the captain of the football team, and Lee was a freshman. And for initiation period, I had to cut his hair in half. And we became friends. We started training in the gym. One thing led to another. He invited me to Atlanta to work at his gym, and we became training partners. He saw I was aggressive, very hungry, hard-headed, loved to do a lot of reps and train real heavy, which motivated him because he needed that extra push. And it made both of us better because he was very successful, and he taught me a lot as far as one-on-one training, and I became successful in my own way.
Let's have the placings. Snagging 5th, Willie Stalling. In 4th place, Charlie Cynical. A powerful 3rd place, John Simmons. In 2nd place, Tyrone Felder. And sweeping the class, John Sherman in 1st place. Now to the heavyweight competition.
A huge midlife crisis at 28, so the past has been thrown away, and this is kind of like new again. It's all new, and I've never had so much. Well, now's a funny time because of the contest result, but I'd never had so much enthusiasm for training, and I'm sure I'll be even more enthusiastic now in the short time I have to prepare for the Nationals. I'm probably a pretty different guy than your average bodybuilder, and I'm only bodybuilding because I believe it, but to understand everything, you have to just take one thing, no matter what it is, all the way to the end. and then you'll see what's there. And this seems to be what I have a genetic predilection for. First time. Also, it helps out when you've been out of it for a while, like myself. Contact a lot of people. Stayed in shape this last year and was in good enough shape to do some off-season stuff, article-wise. Just little modeling, this and that, and just get your face back in. Oh yeah, people pick up on that. And I want the judges, of course, to take a look at me. I'm going to get up there on stage. And magazine exposure does help. But more than anything, training in Venice helps out more than any magazine exposure. And that's another reason that I decided to bang it in the Mecca. Is just people talk. People talk. Symmetry is basically genetic, but as you mature and your muscles get bigger and fuller, it brings to life more your symmetry and structure. So I've basically just been trying to grow into a middleweight and then grow into a light heavyweight, and then my biggest problem was growing and developing into a mature heavyweight, which I think I achieved this time, but we'll find out in a few minutes. Gold's Gym has been a great advantage training there. If I would have moved down there, I would have met with a lot of the pros who've been very supportive, and also Joe McNeil and Neil Spruce, who without their help I would have never been able to achieve even where I got now. So it's definitely been a plus for me. And then on top of that, I got so much exposure from ESPN. When I finally moved down to LA, it's just they can utilize you a lot more when you're in their areas.
Fellas, thank you very much. We'll see you next
Here are the
minute.
places. Taking fifth place, Greg Reed. In fourth, Kevin Hall.
But before we have the
Sweeping third place, Mike Francis.
battle for the
In second place, Chris Duffy. And a unanimous first place, Flex Wheeler.
Miku, the bantamweight champ. Run him through.
And now to the battle for the overall crown, featuring bantamweight winner Gagel Nikyu, lightweight winner Joe Tricoli, middleweight winner Jimmy Wilson, light heavyweight John Sherman, and heavyweight winner Flex Wheeler.
Okay, fellas, spread out a little bit. Front double bicep. Front lat spread. Abdominals and thighs. Side chest. Back double bicep. Lat spread. Side tricep. Face front. Your favorite, most muscular. Okay, can we have some pose-down music, please? Holyfield sit down. Evander Holyfield, get in your seat. Evander. Okay, from Twin Lab, Olga Zabor is going to join Jimmy Latzmanian, our prestigious president of the NPC, to present the overall champion. Will you take the overall championship and a pro card? He waited a little longer than he had hoped, but it's over. Flex Wheeler.
That's it for the action from the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch all of your favorite contests and personalities on ESPN's Muscle Magazine.
Let's get going here. Kiss each other after the show.
Other bodybuilding video favorites are available